Hello friends, last lecture we have seen that how to identify various objects and the classes in the given problem statement. Now we will learn to draw some of the UML diagrams. There are many kinds of UML diagrams like use case diagrams, class diagrams, sequence diagrams, collaboration diagrams, etc. There are many. Let us start with the use case diagrams first. Now what are the use case diagrams? Basically, use case diagrams are the scenario analysis based diagrams which gives you idea about who are the participants in a particular scenario and what are their roles in that scene. It is necessary to identify such actors and the cases in which the actors are working because we need to understand the scene where our software is going to work. A use case diagram may have many scenarios. If you identify that how the scenario is working, then you can imagine one user in a particular scene and imagine that how it will work. Use case diagrams, if you look at the use case diagrams, they will look like this. It is having one boundary kind of structure. See this boundary. There is one user and not one user. There are many users if you can see. Now this is a library management system whereas this client shows the member of a library. There is an employee working in the library and one is a supervisor. Again, he is a clerk-like employer and he is another employer who is a supervisor. Now they are having different roles in the library. So this elliptical shapes are showing you the cases in library. What are the cases happening in the library? Let us say one member want to borrow the books, one member want to order, return the book back, or librarian or the clerk may want to order some titles from the outside, etc. etc. This is just a sample. This may have many other particulars over there. So, if we try to identify how a library is shown over here, if you see this member here is related with. So, as I said, there are actors, there is one use case and there is a system boundary. System boundary indicates the system, the limitations of the system. Actor is shown like this symbol and use case is elliptical. See, what are the use cases? That are the set of scenarios. In use case diagram, you can show the association between actor and use case with the help of a single line, which is called as association. And if you want to show the generalization of some systems to each other, you can show it with the help of this arrow kind of symbol. Use case diagrams can also have some other symbols like say include, which is between two less than and greater than signs. Include is written, which indicates you that particular scene includes some other scene into that. Okay, and the extend is that scene may lead towards some other scene. That is where we use include and extend. Remember, include is when a scene may include some other scene into that, whereas extend, a scene may lead or may start some other scene with it. So extend can also be similarly shown by less than and greater than arrows, signs, and in between it is written as extend. If you see on the screen how it is written. And with the help of, in both cases, for include and extend, for the association, you have to use the dotted line symbol. See here in this diagram, we have shown include and extend example. For example, say preparing form or whatever kind of form you are preparing for the tax preparation, you have to print that form. So it includes, printing form is including all these three scenarios. So in this way you can show. Actually, when you are developing the software, you have to develop this print scenario separately. but you have to show this in use case diagram like this. Okay, so here is another example. Please kindly observe this. In this example also you will find include and see here extend example. See, deferred payment is extended to the pay bill. If any payment difference is there, you have to pay. So it is an extension. It is not always true. So that's why this is shown like this. Now let's go to the class diagram. Class diagrams. We have seen that what we mean by a class. A class is a set of objects, similar objects. Similar objects which has multiple attributes, multiple values, unique values, but similar types that can be included in the same class. For example, vehicle, it may have car, it may have truck, it may have motorbike, etc. So all these are kind of vehicles. So you can include these vehicles into the one class vehicle. Okay. So now here let's go to the how we show in your UML diagram the class representation. The class, every class is indicated by a rectangle shape. In a rectangle shape, the first line which is written, that is the class name. Second is attribute, and third one is its operations indicated in it. See, this is an example of class diagram where name, attributes and operations are divided into three rectangles in a rectangle. Okay, here it is the name of the class, account name, attribute and the operations. There are, when we identify the class in a class diagram, there we are showing many classes. Now these all classes may have some relations among themselves. What kind of relationships two classes may have? They may have generalization or association. Now what is generalization and what is association? Generalization is having parent-child relationship, and association is two classes are associated with each other with some relationship, some condition, some relationship. Now generalization, further association we can further classify it into aggregation and composition. Now first let's see the generalization. See, generalization indication is first at the top you have to show the super class and then the subclasses of it. As I said, it is parent-child relationship. All the properties of, not all, some of the properties or all the properties, whatever it is. It may be the child class derives or take the properties of superclass or parent class. Say for example, here the customer may be a regular customer or a loyalty customer for some shop, let's say. Or say here we can do, as I said, vehicle, then it may be four-wheeler vehicle and two-wheeler vehicle. It can be like that. This is the example of generalization. Association is just a relation between two classes. For example, student enrolls in a class, courses of the students, student courses have exams. So exam class, course class are associated. Student class, exam class associated with each other with some conditions, with some terms. See, this is how you have to show the association with a single line. Say one university, star means multiple. So this is multiplicity example. Multiple students, one university. Many, one or zero employer, one teacher, many teacher. You can show like that. This is the multiplicity, various multiplicity, how we can show. 1 to 1, 0 to 1, 1 to many, many to many, or go on. Okay, fine. This is one example of one kind of class diagram. Please observe this class diagram.